Well, it's up in the 80s today. Yesterday we had tornado warnings. And today it's up in the 80s. It had been raining all week, pouring down rain. Today it's not raining, but it's supposed to snow tomorrow, the next day, now in the 20s. It'll go from 80 degrees to 20 degrees. This is Oklahoma. I, the guy's going to replace the uh, master cylinder on the brakes. He thinks that's what it is. But he's running behind. He's a traveling mechanic. And due to the weather, he said, "You plan on going nowhere?" I said, "No, no, without no brakes, I ain't going nowhere." But I want it done by, I'd say, December, January, because I plan on getting the hell out of here. I'm thinking about heading to Courtside, stay down there for a month or two. It's just too damn. It's gonna be cold, miserable. You name it, it's gonna be there. My hair is sticking straight up. I'm sweating. I'm trying to. I've already winterized this thing, so it ain't got no water in it nowhere. And I'm taking the canned goods in, putting my bottled water in the sink in case something busts. It'll drain. Uh, I don't think it's gonna get that cold, but they say in the 20s and snow and ice. Sorry about moving the camera. My hips are hurting so bad. I've been moving shit around. I'm gonna. When it cools off some, I'll be glad it cools off. I'm gonna go in here and straighten up everything. Just straighten up everything. I took the dog treats in. They was happy about that. They like hamburger. They like butternut squash. They like sweet potatoes. They like chicken. That's their main diet, chicken. I either rotisserie it or Instapot it. I buy a big package of legs, quarters, and thighs, and I'll do that. And when I do a whole chicken. Oreo does not like chicken breast. He looks at that like, ain't there any dark meat? Like, okay. So I usually save the dark meat for him because he won't eat the chicken breast. He'll take it from me, but then he just sets it down like, I hate eating this. He likes the thigh meat, the leg, mainly thighs. But hell, one thigh fills him completely overfull. The chihuahuas don't eat much. Now, Big Boy will eat till he falls over dead. So the way I do it, I feed little guy and Ori, and then him. One piece, one piece, one piece. And when little guy lays it down or starts to go hide it, then that's the end of it. He's full, and Ori's full because he'll just look at me like I ain't, I'm, and he won't even go smell it. He just turn around and walk away because he's full. Little guy tries to hide it, and then that's when I cut Big Boy off. Like, if them two are full, you should be full too. It's the same amount, one, two, three, one, two, three. Because I can't feed him in a bowl, because he'll run eat his real fast and run push everybody else out of the way and get theirs. So I have to feed him one by one by one. Whew, it's hot in here. I've got some straightening up to do. I told the mechanic it's whenever you get to it, hell, it's no big deal. Everything else works. It's just the master cylinder needs fixed, I believe, because the back brake pedal doesn't come and stay up, so it's master cylinder or something. And who knows, it might just be out of damn brake fluid. But anyway, he has to go behind the front driver tire and do it, and I'm too old to crawl back under there and even look. I don't know why they didn't put that damn thing out in plain sight, but they didn't. It's the way they build them all. Behind the steering wheel, the driver's wheel tire, and that's what it. But I got everything out of here that would bust, and the water I got it sitting in the sink. If it freezes up solid and then thaws it, if it busts, it ain't gonna hurt none of the drain. I left all the drains open because I didn't have nothing in the some bitches anyway. I drained even the water tank out the back, hot water tank, just turn everything, drain everything, because I didn't have nothing in the holding tanks. A friend of mine showed me how to do that, and it wouldn't have no holding tank. I'm gonna replace it to a. Because when I went camping, hell, I went over there to their house to use the bathroom, and and so I didn't have nothing, no worry. And then the chick kitchens, when I washed dishes, I had a little pan, and I washed in that, throw the damn water out the front door. I only did that once because I washed it. I bought paper plates and paper bowls. Hell with that shit. And so I turned off the gas. I've got everything done. It's 83 degrees in here. I was going to start it and run the air conditioner, but I ain't going to stay in here that long. I just came out here to get all the canned goods because I don't want them freezing up and busted in the pantry. Now the dry goods, the flour and all that shit, I left it in there. Ain't going to hurt it to freeze. I mean, like, we've had a week of rain. Everything's full, flooded and everything else. And then we had today is a good warm day that I can get out and do something. Some damn hair sick. I didn't take a shower after sweating like this. And I will. But I will. That way I've got everything but my canned goods out of here. And I got them in my little cart, and I'll just take them inside and park it until I can bring it right back out here when I travel. I cleaned out the ice machine so it don't have no water in the pump because it'll froze up and bust. I turned the pump on till it run out of water, and then I turned it off. I watched people on YouTube how they was getting ready for winter, so I did the same thing. But it's just going to be a short time because once I get this thing running and secure, I'm out of here. I'll just secure the house and whatever, and I'll be pouring antifreeze down the damn commode or whatever. Drain the dam, turn the water off, drain the pump, drain everything. And then I might just leave the central heat and air on. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Turn it down to about 40. Just leave it on. It won't hurt nothing. Yeah, it can run by itself for 2 months, depending on how cold it is. This RV is really pretty though. Like I said, the only thing I've had trouble with is brakes, and then two mechanics that didn't know what the hell they was doing. An old traveling kid, he said, well, he said, nobody checks the brake fluid. He said, he just looked up behind the tire and he said, well, from the looks of it, it's been leaking. I said, well, when you get time, just replace the damn thing. Put a new one in. It'll be shit. There's the reason behind it leaking, and check all the wheel cylinders too while you're at it. But it was pouring down rain. I ain't going to have a kid laying under in the damn mud puddles with 2 inches of water under there. But anyway, I'm to the point right now, I don't care. If I go camping in the old ambulance, we've done it before. But I thought that this will be all right. I just got to get the brakes fixed. And the other two mechanics just charged me for nothing. One charged me $700 for greasing the damn thing. Well, the brakes was included. I said, well, how come I ain't got brakes in? The other guy, Mickey dude underneath the dash, and I think it, whatever. But when I started digging around myself, I was back into that one of them compartments, and it had a bottle of power steering fluid, and it also had a bottle of brake fluid, and both of them had been used. And I read the deal right here where the directions. They said that the booster is the power steering. It has to be full too, but it looked good because I checked it. So it's a master cylinder. I'm tired. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. But anyway, that's my troubles. As long as I get these canned goods in, I'll be fine. There ain't nothing worse than a busted can of canned goods because it froze and busted. And then it sours, and then it stinks. The water, like I said, I put it in the sink. I'm good. Dog treats I took you in. I got some vinegar in the back bathroom, but I don't think that vinegar will bust. I don't know. I'll move it in here to the sink. That way, if it busts, it can run down the damn drain. It's hard. Well, I'm going to let you go. Today's what, the 25th, 26th? Something like that. About 3 o'clock. get that in. I'm not even going to sort through it. I'm just going to park it, and that way it can come back out here in December. Uh, I'll give him all the rest of October and November to get this damn up to par. He's so damn far behind, but he's an honest kid. The mother two wasn't too damn honest. I told him, kid, if you, like I said, if you're honest with the people, whatever it is, you'll go far. You start screwing them around, it spreads like a wildfire. I wouldn't take anything to in the city or Edmond, either one. In big places, they don't know what most. Well, if they do know what they're doing, they're going to charge you 5 times the money. Yeah. The other two places, one charged me, I don't know, $1,500. The other one charged $700 just to lube the damn thing and check all the fluids. I said, what the hell? I said, well, too bad I ain't 22. I'd be doing all this shit myself. But anyway, I did change the filters in the air conditioner. I did put in uh, LED lights. I even changed the bulbs in almost all of them for LEDs. And then I put in a phone charger behind me, a DC phone charger. I did a lot, but like I said, I ain't crawling under it. I can't look up anymore with my damn neck the way it is. But I've been making jewelry in my spare time. I made, I don't know how many earrings and some necklaces. It's a bunch of odds and ends. The jewelry runs between $5 and $50. I got some pieces, a couple hundred, but nobody's gonna buy them. I'm gonna keep them for myself. I think $50 for turquoise. I got earrings I sell for 10. They're turquoise or coil, whatever the hell that red stuff is. I can't say the word. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. I didn't go out to swap meet last weekend. I should have. I bought some jewelry pieces that were broke, though. Woman had a whole bag of them, of broken jewelry, and I bought the thing for, I don't know, $10, $15, something like that. I've been taking them apart because they were all broke. But I used the beads. Some of them, the crystal beads are worth some money. She had some necklaces there that had crystal beads on them, and whoever built them was ugly as shit, so I bought them for $1 a piece. And that was it. Some of them were silver, some of them were turquoise, some of them were just amethyst, all that kind of stuff. But they had a lot of good stones in them. And that's what I do, all wire wrapping. It gives me something to do while watching TV in the Middle East. I'll tell you what else you're going to do. You better start canning stuff. I'm shaking. I'm trying to hold this phone. You better start stocking up. That's what you better start doing. I've been canning out my butt. Oh, let me move the camera a little bit. I've been canning and canning and canning. I don't like it's close to me. How about that? Just barely peek at me. But no, I've been canning, pickling, putting up eggs. I've been freezing a lot of them. I just crack them in there. You can beat them up as scrambled eggs or whatever. I freeze the damn thing, everything whole. Just get them little silicone muffin trays and pop them in there. I've got a bunch of duck eggs to freeze. And I made me the best lemon cake you ever seen in your life. It was really good. There's right there is my phone charger thing that I fell off its lap. And when the blue light's on, we got, the batteries are up. That's the only reason I put it in there mainly. Because I could go up underneath the dash, but I'm tired and exhausted. I ain't going to do much more today. I'll come out here when it's cooler. And straighten up everything. Put the pillows back on the vans, make the bed, just a little bit of odds and ends, and that's it. That's what I got to do. And damn stick tights stick to your pants outside. That lawnmower guy he didn't mow it very good, I don't care. He said, well, I don't want to get over in. I said, okay, just mow me a path to get in the damn house. The rest of it, I don't give a shit. Keep people off my property. It damn sure does. 'Cause they walk through that yard after where the stick types is and the cockleburrs. They'll just say, oh, hell no. But anyway, I gotta get out of this and lock this up for tonight. I ain't coming back out here. The sweating is just pouring down. But anyway, like I said, I know what I'm. See, there I gotta put the pillows up. They got pillows everywhere. Then over there I gotta make. There's a driver view. This way's got pillows sticking up. And there's a couch over there that needs to fold up, straightened up. And the dog beds need picked up. And that's it, people. Just odds and ends. It's everything's left. I've got all the canned goods out and all the other than the water. And if that freezes, I ain't worried about the shit. I'll come out and get me a cold water. Supposed to drop down 20. From 80 to 20 and low. And then it's going to be like we had tornadoes. We had flooding the day before for a week. Then tornadoes last night. Tonight it's going to be warm. The next night it's going to be snowing. Has welcomed Oklahoma. So there you go. If you ain't born and raised in this damn country, I wouldn't even come. But I was born and raised here and went to school in California. It was all right. Berkeley. But anyway, I got to go. I'm getting so damn feeble now, I can't even remember my damn name half the time. It was something the other day that my daughter said something, and I couldn't say that word since I've had a couple of strokes. I seen the word, I could spell the word, but I couldn't say the damn word. And sometimes it's the other way around. I can say the word, but can't spell it. And it could be cat, and I'll spell it K-A-T. What the hell? That's the wrong way to spell it. But I'm still kicking. A couple of strokes and a couple of heart attacks to change your mind pretty damn fast. But I'm still going camping. I don't give a damn. See that little thing there? I put that in there. I will let you guys go. It's burning up in here. I know it's got to be at least 80. But anyway, I don't have to come back out here till it cools off. I'll come back out here and when it gets 20 degrees, I got an electric cord. I turn the damn heater on. So hell, I got gas. I turn the damn regular heater on in this damn thing. I gotta get fixed for propane them. But I got plenty of gas. I filled this son bitch up right before a block from the house, and I put $200 of fuel in it. So it's got plenty of damn gasoline. So I can run the generator. I will let you guys go. I'll give you the speech. What was the speech was? If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell. Share it. Save it. What else could you do? Hell, just watch it one time. What the hell do I care? I don't monetize, so I don't give a shit. I don't need a modification deal, even though I could, because I got plenty of damn subscribers. Got plenty of videos up. I just think that's a waste of time. Waste of damn time. I ain't trying to live off YouTube. I make enough jewelry for that, and enough herbal medicines, and hell, I can make quilts and sell them for a couple $100 a piece. I think I showed you some quilts I made. I made some pretty son bitches for Christmas presents. I made 11 quilts in 2 months. I ain't doing that shit again either. I had, 3 half beds, 1 full, 2 or 3 fulls, and then 1 king and 1 queen. And that was enough. 11 of them. Thought I was going to die. I'd set up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, use that damn old commercial sewing machine. Made all kinds of patterns on 'em. Like Grandma taught me. Poor woman. She did it by hand, by needle and thread. And my Aunt Belle, she was sew with a machine. I went from needle thread to machine. She had an old treadle machine. You had to put. Grandma wouldn't use the damn thing. She'd use a hand sew it. Take her, but it'd take her probably 3 months to make, or maybe longer, to make one quilt. She made the prettiest damn widow's quilt I ever seen in my life. It had. She went through the Civil War, and that was the. If you look it up, that's what they did for the widows. They would make a quilt and put it on the bed, and had a doll in the middle of it. She was all dressed in black, and it ran over the bed. Her dress was the bedspread, and she made one. Let me put the arm up here. I'll tell you. I don't know whatever happened to it, but it was black silk and black lace. That real fine lace, and it had a veil and everything, and it was like the woman was mourning because she lost her husband when she was 21, he was 57. So she came to Oklahoma before the run. She was a true Sooner. But anyway, that was back in the day. But she made that quilt, put on her bed. I asked her, Grandma, you ever gonna get married again? Nope. She said, what the hell did she say? She said, I married one time and lost everything. But when she left, she took her milk cows with her. She had 7 in her herd. She had 1 bull, 2 oxen that pulled the wagon, and I think it was 6 or something like that. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there was 9 cattle in all. She built a raft across the Arkansas River, put her little wagon on top of it with her oxen, tied the bull to the back of it, and off she went. Said them cows would follow that bull, and they did. I wasn't there, but she said they followed him right across the Arkansas River swimming. And he was swimming too, but the oxen, she just put the whole damn thing on there, oxen, wagon, and all. I don't know how long it took her to follow them big old logs to tie it together. She said she went down, took up the oxen, and the cows swum for a mile. That's what she said. Oh, she had 1 riding horse. And the oldest boy was, I don't know how old he was, 5, I think, maybe 6. And his job was swim behind the cattle, and make sure they got across the river. And that old gray horse, she said that thing could swim. It was sway-backed. She bought it off of a gypsy guy, and the only thing she asked him, could it swim? And she said that thing would jump off a cliff 20 foot high and right into the Arkansas River. He demonstrated that, she said. I listened to all of her stories. And she had that little boy on the back of it, make sure them cows followed that bull. And she'd run the poles on the side. And my dad was probably, at that time, 3 months old. So, yeah, 3 or 4 months old. And his older brother, which was David, he was the one that rode the horse. And then Charlie was just about 18 months or 2 years older than he was. So he's about a 2-year-old. So she had one a little bit older that helped, and the other 2 was baby. But one was just a tiny baby. And she crossed the Arkansas. She left Iowa and Arkansas because her husband, he was a circuit judge. Somebody killed him or some shit. She didn't know the deals about that, but somebody shot him and killed him, so she didn't know him. So that's how she come to Oklahoma and got in with the Amish, of all damn things. Yeah, when they changed, they was Pennsylvania Dutch went into the Amish, but hell, back in them days, nobody had vehicles or whatever, and they all had to cook the same and everything else. So what was the difference in the religion? Nothing. But after the years, they had computers and TVs and all that shit. Of course, you could, she couldn't put electricity in her house to save your ass. She said, I ain't having that stuff running in them behind them walls. I said, I remember saying that. I said, Grandma, it ain't rats, it's electricity. I don't want it. She had a cistern, and then she had a spring, and the water ran down the hill from the spring, ran into three wooden stone sinks. The first one, uh, uh, we should put a butter and everything else, or milk or whatever. Then it run into the next sink, and then she moistured everything in the third sink. And then it would run on out of there down the hill into the creek. So she didn't really give a shit about the EPA or anybody. Whatever got washed in that third sink, whatever went to the creek. Yeah. They made their own lye soap, so hell, I don't know. According to her, she washed me a few times in that old stone sink. Hell, she was quite a woman. She fed Pretty Boy Floyd one time. He came to her house, him and his gang, and he left her $20. That was like $500 back in the days. $20 gold piece for feeding him and these 2 or 3 guys that he had with him. She made them wash up outside, and they acted real respectable to her. Of course, she's up in her 80s by then. She said she'd fed them for free. She didn't think she was getting anything. They looked hungry to her. She didn't care if they was outlaws or not. She'd always feed somebody no matter if they was hungry or not. That's where I got them. I'll feed anybody. But starvation, if you ever starved, you know what I mean. But anyway, when it hits, due to this world war it's going to start, you better have food put up. And if you don't, you'll be eating your own kids, according to the book. According to that book, when the Euphrates dry up, it's going to be million march armies going to march across it. Probably Iranians. Iraqians? Well, they'll want to Iran, let's put it that way. And probably the Russians are going to be right behind them because they was shaking hands the other day. And China and Russia had a conference. I don't know what the hell that was about. They're all going to come against Israel and the United States anyway. We're the country of the Lamb. That's what it comes according to the Bible. In God we trust. How they don't trust in God, they trust in the almighty dollar. And that shit won't be worth nothing. Paper money all over the world won't be nothing. And they'll pass up a stack of gold to eat a rotten potato before it's over with. Just gold, precious stones and this, that, and other ain't gonna be worth nothing either. Can't eat it. If you can't eat it, it ain't worth a damn. That's what I'm telling you. So if you got a little bit of money put back, you need to turn that into food. Canning, preserving, dehydrating, freeze dry, whatever else you like. And learn all the plants that is in your area that you can eat. All of them. I gotta go. But you learn all the plants you can eat. Like there's about 30 of them here in Oklahoma, wild plants, and that ain't counting the domesticated grapes, berries, and all the other stuff. That's just wild plants and herbs. Yep, we can eat all of the Rose of Sharon. We can eat all of the redbud tree. And the maple trees has the beans, and so does the redbud. You can pick up dry beans off of them and cook them just exactly like you would pinto beans or peas. So you better learn something. It's going to get rough. When it hits, it's going to hit. That's all I'm going to tell you. One day they're dancing around in marriage and carnivals and festivals, and the next day everything crashes within 1 hour. Tells you that in the book. Read that thing. It's on a fortune teller. I gotta go. I waited too long anyway. Bye.